welcome to the Not So Traveling Introvert. So today I want to talk about food. In fact, it's really interesting that I haven't talked about food yet. I think I'm almost on my third year of this podcast, and I haven't talked about food. And it's not because I don't like food. I love food. It just hasn't come up. So the reason that this has come up today is because I'm currently on a website and trying to support local economy, and there's a store that I go to when I'm in the area that I'm currently in because they sell British food. And it's not incredibly difficult, but it's sort of hard to get a range of British food in Mexico where I normally am. And so when I get the chance to get British food again, I kind of jump on it. And this place normally has a storefront. Right now they just have their online store. And I actually called them up because I see the guy like once every 3 months or so. I'm like, oh, hey, how are you doing? Is everything going okay? And he basically mentioned the fact that he is extremely lucky because he sells online. If he only sold in stores right now, he wouldn't still have a business. Anyway, so he manages to get wonderful things that I've forgotten existed because I haven't lived in England for so long that there's things you kind of forget. I mean, you know they're there, but you don't see them all the time, so you forget that they exist. And so one of my favourite things is Bakewell tarts. It so happens that I went on this site, and McVitie's are currently doing a special. They brought out 3 limited edition chocolate digestives, and one of them is a Bakewell tart. So have to order this. But not only is it because I love, adore, will kill for Bakewell tarts, but it's also supporting my local business that I like. But it's right now I'm looking for anything that gives me a source of pleasure or comfort. And I guess British food to me has its variations of comfort food. And so this is why I order food. But I also am currently baking a lot and currently cooking a lot. And I'm not necessarily cooking or baking things from my childhood, but I am cooking and baking things that I have fond memories of or I've created fond memories about. And food is so integral to us and our experiences, whether we travel or not. A lot of people are talking about how their sourdough has taken over the world, but also, they use it as a source of comfort. Eating and sharing food and baking brings comfort. And, you can cook and bake a lot and then not exercise, and that can bring a whole other level of things. But I'd love to know, listeners, what are your favorite comfort foods that you can make, but also comfort foods that you just can't make and you have to buy? Like, I could kind of sort of make a Bakewell tart, but to be honest, Mr. Kipling's has it down, so why mess with it? And we have a couple of favourite dishes that we like from all around the world. There's kottu from Sri Lanka that we've fallen in love with, and I've now decided how to figure out how to make it without roti, but instead doing it with tortillas, because you can only deal with what you have ingredients-wise. So I'd love to know what food brings you comfort and why, if you like to make it or buy it, and any fun stories you have around those foods. So this is not a particularly succinct episode, just that food is something that there's a lot that goes into what we think about food and how we deal with food. When we travel, I love to travel and take cooking classes in each city that I'm in so I can learn the names of whatever food it is that I'm cooking, but also you go to the markets and you learn the word for tomato and that sort of a thing. Especially myself, I do not like cilantro. And so it can be a thing. It's nice to know in various countries what the word for cilantro is so you can ask to not have it in your food. I was speaking to a group that I was doing some online co-working sessions, and there came the question of, is a hot dog a sandwich? And that sparked a whole debate along with, is a burger a sandwich? What is a sandwich? And all of these great things. If you would like to chime in, please email me or at janice@thecareerintrovert.com, or you can, comment in the Facebook group. Feel free to do that at The Traveling Introvert. Thank you for listening. This has been Janice from The Career Introvert, helping introverts build their brand and get hired. And now I'm going to order some food.